Wow, this is this is very nice to hear because we somewhere forget that today what our character is not that I got this, so I became this person. No, it was those small things that we keep doing, which actually grow and then become something. So they are saying that suddenly something happened, okay, and somebody saved somebody. So they become great. So then we say, oh, he is great. But it's not like that. It is the sum total which makes us do what we do in the first place. It is the sum total of so many actions that is our character today. From childhood, that small things we did. Like every time somebody gave me something, I said thank you. Every time somebody opened the lift or kept the lift door open for me, I said thank you. So this thank you became like aggregate total of my gratitude. So it's not like one day I had somebody opened the lift and kept it. Oh, I said thank you. No, it is a sum total finally that matters. So we have to focus on the small things that a person does. We always say, kya, that person did such a great thing, na? But don't focus only on the great thing. Check how they are when they do their small things. That will decide the character of the man. Because a CEO in a company could be a great person, a great CEO in his business, but a very sad spouse. Okay, doesn't know how to deal with his wife, doesn't know how to, give joy and happiness to the wife or to the husband, whoever. So then in the family life, they are poor. They're not great men then. Then we cannot give them great men just because they became a CEO or some huge tycoon and they have a lot of money and they're not great. We have to see how they do their small things in their house, in their even in their office or wherever they are. We have to check the small things. How they treat the office boy, how they keep their desk. These are the small unnoticed things, but this is of absolute importance because that will give us the character of the man and not one, achievement on the side. No. So then when we look at men, observe not at their big glories, but at the small things they do. That is very important, but we usually miss it. We are so focused on they got that award or oh, they are great. But we are missing the small things that where they could be right or wrong. We have to check, we have to observe. So focus, make this a note in your own life that focus on the small things that a person does. Because that is actually going to be the aggregate of the man's character. Because the chapter name is the character only we are learning now. So that this whole chapter is about the character of man. So man means not some man, character of us. Okay, our character. How does the character come? Check the small things that this person does, not the big things. Don't focus on the big things. And of your own self also. Check how you do the small things. You might do one big thing, but go and check the small things, you will know, gone. We'll fail probably, So this is very important. And this whole thing, just like he says, the wave made a big sound, but it's made of these small millions of waves, which made one big wave. Similarly, he has used the word, every pulsation of the heart is work. Now the heart is beating, every pulse is work. It is going unnoticed. Every breath that is taken in is work. Okay, I'm not doing it consciously, but it's happening. So it's work. Okay, so if you really want, that's what he said, great occasions rouse even the lowest of human beings to some greatness. But he alone is the really great man whose character is great always. So the man or whoever it is who goes to work, treats everybody nicely, okay, in a polite way, in a good way, and then comes home, treats all his family members in a polite way, treats the apartment people, the lift man and the driver, everybody in a polite way, then we can say this man is very polite. Not to be like some great man has come from some, it's a businessman. Suppose another businessman who's a bigger tycoon has come. So this person is going to be extra polite. So how he is very polite. No, don't judge based on that. Judge how polite this person is to their family members. Judge how polite they are to the waiters in the restaurant. So in a five-star hotel, suppose we enter into a five-star hotel, we are suddenly, yes, nicely, we are also behaving nicely. Okay, very beautifully, and the waiter is like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, bowing down, and we are also behaving in the same manner. Now you go to some darshini, some small hotel on the side, or you are hungry, enter, order some idli vada. He's going to keep the plate and the chutney is going to spill here and then. Kya kar raha hai? Dikhta nahi hai. This is our character. Now the same thing happens in a five-star hotel. Oh, sorry, ma'am. And it's okay. Why five-star hotel? This is what I was trying to say. This is the difference. And we need to check ourselves. Forget about other people. Oh, my character keeps changing. This waiter I was shouting and that waiter I was very polite. Why? Because the scene changed. No. We have to be, that's what he's saying. The greatness is when this character is great always. Always. In all locations, in all situations. Even if you're angry here and there, it is still okay. It is still okay. At least you are not a hypocrite. Like in the five-star hotel, you can't see why you're spelling like this. You can say like that there also. But something pulls us back. And there we are like rowdies. क्या कर रहे हैं वापस करो ये लेके आओ. We suddenly lose our hand. This shouldn't happen. We should be the same. That shows our character. So we'll check our character only all through the week. Now, next paragraph. Who wants to read? He has said two very important things. One is he is speaking of, suppose, the Vishwarupa Darshana or the Virata Purusha as Krishna has shown himself, or the omniscient being, or the Purusha, or the Brahman, whichever you understand is perfectly fine. So this is what he is saying. Everything he is pulling to himself. That's everything outside is getting pulled within, and then based on whatever is the permutation and combination, everything is being thrown outwards. Understanding this as the Virata, as the Ishvara. Okay? And the same thing we can understand with our own self. I'll tell you how. He is saying such a center is the real man, the Almighty, the Ishvara. Okay? And he draws the whole universe towards him. And then everything, okay, good, bad, misery, happiness, everything is clinging around him. Just like our Vishwarupa Krishna, everything is clinging to him. Everything was going into himself. So that's the Virata. Everything that's there is entering him. Similarly, in Gita, chapter 2, Krishna says, all the rivers are rushing into the ocean. Puryamana. So I think it's towards the end of chapter 2, 71, 70. Okay, 70. So there he says that all the rivers are rushing into the ocean and merging inside. So now the rivers are all merged into the ocean. You can't say this was this river and this was this river. It's all in the ocean. Similarly, this Virata Ishvara is attracting all the entire universe into him and then slowly throwing out the stuff, the ready-made mix outside, depending on the permutation and combinations. The same thing we can also do. Just like the Ishvara has the power to attract everything in the universe, our individual mind also has the power to attract so many things from outside, make something out of it, and then put it out again in the universe. We do it with our judgments. this all information gathered, I think this person is like this. Then we throw it out in the universe. This was a very small example. But like that, we can gather a lot of stuff within. Like, I could read Karma Yoga by 10 people. Okay? So I gathered all that within me. And now the permutation and combination will come out. So that's our power. We can do it. So he says, as he has the power of drawing in anything, so he has the power of throwing it out also. So now think of your mind. We have the power to gather, attract, learn, study, so many things. It could be positive, it could be negative. The information is out there. I take it in, I make my own combination, and then I put it out again. That's our opinions, our understandings, our whatever. So the power is both ways, to attract and to put it out, both. Okay, so we'll read the next one also. Slowly, we have to understand how the character of man is made. It's very important because today, whatever we are, we have characters, right? We have a character by ourselves. We can say that, oh, this person has this character, this person's character is like this. How it came? How can we change it? How happy are we with what character we have? Do we want to change it? Okay. So this he has brought in the language is really good. The way he uses the character is manufactured by karma. It's like, manufacturing is a very rare word which is used, but it's nice. So the character that we are speaking of today, the character that we already have today, has been manufactured by our own karma. And what is karma? Our actions now, our actions past, and our actions that we brought from many, many lives. So it's not like he has very clearly said it's not hereditary. Like, look at the father, so great. Naturally, the son is great. No, it doesn't work like that. Because they have brought their own karma, their own destiny, their own seeds, you can say. And it is going to come now. And the work they do now, and what they do, what they don't do also, all this is accountable. He has given two important people, Buddha and Jesus. Buddha's father, even after Buddha was enlightened, he came back and he said, enough of what you have done. The kingdom is here only. Come on, take back the kingdom. Buddha said, I am not who you think I am anymore. The point is this, the man was like that. The father was like that. It's not that this one is greater than the other, but the character is different. Character is different, and the character is made, it's again an aggregate total of all the actions we have done till now. So this character in Buddha did not come by heredity from his father. No. Neither for Jesus. It didn't come from Joseph. No. So then it came from their own past works. So at no point should we ever, downsize anybody and say, that person, though it's okay. Suppose it's all, suppose you're close to a guru or a Swamiji or somebody. And they will say, Swamiji was favoring her, so she learnt everything. No. It is not this easy. This person was able to learn from this guru because they have done so much effort for years and ages and ages. And right now the effort is not visible. We'll say she went 10 times and she learned it. I'm going 10 years, I didn't learn it. What happened? Hare Baba, so many. This is what he is saying. Ages of effort, disaggregate, then taking birth, and then little bit of, just little bit of polishing or scrubbing or prodding, and the knowledge comes out. For some, it will be like taking effort, not coming out. But that means that if we keep taking the effort, at least in some lifetime, it will come out. We can't say that I learned 10 times, why it didn't come to me. It's not that easy. That's why this whole example was given. Because he said, how do you explain this? How do we explain this? It's not easy. Because it's not, he did not receive it. Both of them did not receive it from their fathers, for sure. Neither their mothers. So then it cannot be solved by the theory of heredity. So that's out. We usually say, oh, genetics. Array, how much genetics? There is something called karma also, no? Something that we are doing constantly, which is getting sown as seeds. And we don't know how many seeds we brought, how many seeds are still lying there. And by prodding, which one will come out? When we say, oh, it's a blessing, it is a blessing. We are not removing the grace and the blessing from the picture. But first, let's understand the theory behind it. So then he says, where did this kind of a great will enter into Buddha? His father didn't teach him at all. Joseph was teaching him how to maybe make a stool or a table. He was a carpenter. But Jesus said, no, I want to learn something else. So then when he says whence means where from? Where from came this accumulation of power? For Buddha, he left everything and went. Where did this power come from? We are not ready to leave our mobile and go anywhere. Buddha left his kingdom, his palace, his beautiful wife, his just born baby. It was not spur of the moment. No. It was ages and ages of that longing and wanting to know the self. And at that point, something he saw, and it was, I want to go. I want to leave everything. This sentence didn't come because we also see beggars every day. We see people dying every day. We see all the sick people every day. Old people every day. Then they said, no, he was hidden in the palace. And then one day he went out, he saw all these people, and the question started. He was hidden for a reason. Because already it was predicted that either he becomes a great king or he becomes a great monk, renunciate. So his father didn't want him to become that. So he said, don't show him anything negative. Because it will bring question for us. But still, it was so strong his fate that he had to go out. He had to see that. And one instance of seeing it, and he was out. Out of that whole cycle of bondage. So then, where from this will came, not in one day, not in one moment. It seems like one moment, yes. Because that moment he said, there is fire within me. You won't understand. He told his charioteer, said, you won't understand. There is fire. The house is on fire. It's burning. I want the answer. So then the charioteer is feeling, what's wrong with this fellow? Naturally, he is right in his place. But we also need to understand that that thing was already there, ignited. It just needed that one spark and it came out. But that what was already burning inside was of ages and ages of effort. We cannot just say, Buddha, within 1 minute he saw everything and he left everything. It is not so easy. We have to see, we can't see that this person here might have taken ages of efforts, post which this has come out. By one suggestion maybe, or maybe 10 suggestions. It doesn't matter. But due to ignorance, we cannot see this. So Vivekananda is very clearly saying, look at this. And he is saying it must have been there through ages and ages, continually growing bigger and bigger until it burst on society as a Buddha or a Jesus. And the first part of the paragraph is very interesting. He says that this is a cycle, There is a display of thought. Yes, just read the third line and actually underline that, because he says all the works that we have around us are simply the display of thought, the manifestation of the will of man. So when you see machines, instruments, cities, especially when we are in UAE, we see like the Burj Khalifa and this is all the manifestation that has come from a thought. Okay, it's not easy to manifest a city in a desert. But look at the city now. How did a city come up? Earlier there were only camels and very few people. Now it's a huge city. How did this come up? So here it is given: city, ships, men of war. All this simply the manifestation of the will of man. If the Sheikh decides today that I want this place, this desert, this barren area to become a flourishing city, it is a very powerful thought. And then the will of that man to say that we will make this into a city and then putting it into action. It's not easy. It comes from a lot of character. And this character is manufactured by karma. Right? So this person, suppose this person in a desert made a city. How? With lot of will. Where did that will come from? From the thought. Where did that thought come from? It's all because of the character of this person. And this character was because there is karma with it. This person has done things earlier and even now. And now that one city was made, it became stronger, the karma. So this person said, I'll make every desert into a city. More power. It's a manifestation of will. And it needs power. When you listen to all this, we feel we are not giving little bit of power also to any thought. We are like, Bhagwan ki ichha. All lazy people. Bhagwan ki ichha means lazy people. After struggling and striving and literally falling dead, you can say, now it's God's will. Not sitting aram se and thinking, why should I do? भगवान की इच्छा है तो हो जाएगी. कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. कुछ भी नहीं होने वाला है. Till we take the effort, and this will again, this character has to be built. So you'll say, okay, my character is weak, my karma was weak. No, then work hard now and build the character. We have the option. We have the option. So it's all about building our own character. And we are busy judging everybody's character. ये ऐसा कैरेक्टर है, वैसा कैरेक्टर है, हम क्या है? हमारा कैरेक्टर कौन देखे? Who will see our character? Ourselves. Let anybody say anything. We sit down and observe our own character, understand that it has been manufactured by the karma that I brought and that I'm doing now. I want to change it, start working. Manifest, the thought will come, push that thought, manifest it, use your will. It's possible. Vivekananda says it's possible. All this is determined by karma. That's the last 3 lines. No one can get anything unless he earns it. So like we say na, दाने दाने पे लिखा है खाने वाले का नाम. So in every particle of food, it's written who is going to eat it, right? So like that, unless I earn something, I cannot get something. We are not ready to earn only. And we'll say, I will get it. I will get it. No, I will not get it. I have to earn. I have to struggle. I have to work. This is the sound. This is the message of Swami Vivekananda. Work. Work is everything. You earn it. You deserve it, but you should earn it. So, no, I to deserve everything. No, that's why speaking of children last time. They get everything easily nowadays. So they are not working hard. See, they have worked hard earlier for this easy life today. Let's not remove that from the picture. Because today what they are is a sum total, the punyas of gathered so much that today they have an easy life. Point is, they're drowning in the easy life and they're not understanding that it's like a grandfather who built a business empire. Okay, struggling from zero. He came up, built a big empire. Then the son came and said, I will do good. But he was comparatively less. And then the grandson came and he said, सब कुछ तो पढ़ा है मुझे क्या करना है खत्म business खत्म हो जाएगा. The next generation will not see the business. This is where I was pointing out at the youngsters that you already got. Now, how do you sustain this? How do you build this? How do you grow this? It's not about, I got it, now I should. I know you took pains and efforts, so you got it today. Now, if you don't take pain and efforts, you will only not sustain it, forget about your children. So this is the teaching that we could give to them, that you are very lucky, you are very blessed, but you have struggled for this blessing. It is not just somebody blessed you. You took effort, and that's why life has given you so much good things today. Now, how do you plan to sustain this? So put efforts. That's the message for today, that we have to put efforts. Even if we got a very easy life, all the more reason that I got it because I must have put struggle. No, today if I don't put, how will I sustain this? Or how will I give this to my children? I can't. So then hard work is the key. Okay, with this thought of hard work is the key, page number 4. Areva, we completed 2, 3, 4. That's good. So next time we can take page number 5. And this character of man is really interesting because it deals with us, it's building our own character. So we'll close today.